Welcome back to the channel, guys. Up next, we have a video that I've been working on since March of 2020. So it's definitely been a long time in the making. One of those reasons is because my life, much like my videos, has been going through a lot of unexpected transitions.
Looks like the loo got clogged again. Funny how that always happens when I use it.
Bruh. You know, you wouldn't have this problem if you got a bidet. Then I wouldn't have to use so many flushable wipes. Wait a minute. You're using wipes in the toilet? Do those things even flush, bro?
Of course it does. I watched them go down myself, and the package says so.
Doctor, you can't just believe everything companies tell you. You know what? I'm gonna do my own research, and I'm gonna prove to you, and you out there, that flushable wipes should not be used. Hello, I'm here with the world's most uneven lighting and the worst backdrop in the world. Table! Ah, yes, the table of knowledge. Our flushable wipes, septic safe. I've gotten a sample size of said substances. This is our toilet paper, and this is our wet nap. Can I just call it a wet nap from now on? We'll call it a wet nap. Now this wet nap, to decide how much toilet paper wet nap to use, instead of going by surface area, I decided it would be best to go by weight. So I weighed one wet nap. It is 4.4 grams, and then I weighed out. This is 1-ply toilet paper. Yes, I know. It is roughly 19 sheets of 2-ply, or about 38 sheets of 1-ply. We're going to simulate maximum toilet conditions. We're going to be filling the bowls with water, and then putting them in a dark and gloomy place, also known as the closet of dreams. Don't you open up. And then we'll let it sit for a few days. Let's get a hypothesis on the board here. Hypothesis: if toilet paper breaks down better than wet naps, then wet naps bad. Don't flush them down the toilet or they will clog and make poopy come out everywhere. That's just the hypothesis, though. We won't know until we see it at the end of the video. Make sure you strap in, hit that like button, and let's just jump into the next segment. And here's a close-up shot of our finished product. I moved to a new lens so you can see better. I turned the mic down for your listening pleasure. In this bowl, I've marked it off with an X, so we can see which one is which. The lids will stay on, don't trust me, there won't be any trickery. Also, you can see some very interesting things already starting to happen. If you look at our wet nap, it is still pretty much one completely solid mass. I mean, not to say that this wasn't a solid mass, but you can see it's very much still holding its shape, right? I can see very, like, somewhat straight-ish edges on it. You can still see, like, the folds in it, and you can almost see the textures on it, too. Like, if you really look at it, you can observe the fine knitting of the texture that the water has brought to it. Each container has about 1 quart of water in it per unit, so that's about 4 cups or 32 ounces for all my foreign listeners. 32 fluid ounces, if I might add. Anyways, yeah, this is good. This is it. This is where I always wanted to be, making videos about toilet paper. This toilet paper is a lot more free-flowing. It's very, I wouldn't say it's broken up quite yet, but it has sort of grown more, expanded more, separated more. It's, I don't see any floating bits in it per se, but besides the tears from my shoddy craftsmanship, but all things will come in due time. So I'm going to put these in the closet and we'll check up on these later, and I'm going to go do something else. So you're expecting me to make an entire lifestyle change just because of some silly little experiment you did in your closet? Well, what do you want from me? Some kind of, like, peer review studied with colleagues to assess my work? Well, in an educational sense, yes. To do even that, I have to call up some plumbers or something, try to get their opinions on the subject matter, and then come to a general consensus. But I wouldn't even have time for that unless there's some kind of unexpected transition. And so I took to the phone lines with one simple mission: to get more information about flushable wipes. Here are my resulting calls. Hi. Hello?
Hi, how can I help you?
Hi, I'm doing an experiment at home, and I was calling to see if I could ask you some questions and record it.
Yeah, I am actually the after-hours answering service for the company. I
Right.
can get a message to them to give you a call back.
Yeah.
Yes, we are, and actually, they don't actually close for another 5 minutes, so maybe sometimes the calls get forwarded to us if they are on the other line or something.
Right,
So I'll
right.
get this message over to the office and someone will answer your call, okay?
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome, thank you.
No problem.
This call is being recorded. If you do not wish to be recorded, please disconnect at this time.
No, fine by me.
Message from...
It's a wonderful day. How may I help you?
Hi, I'm trying to see if flushable wipes are septic safe or compared to regular toilet paper.
I actually don't have that information. I'm not a plumber. I am just a customer service representative.
Right, right. Okay.
But I honestly do not have that information, and I don't know if I even have anyone else that can give it to you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thanks, you too.
Thanks. Bye.
Nobody's got the information I need. How am I supposed to get help from a professional if I don't know any? I guess I have no choice but to try again tomorrow.
Wonderful day. My name is Green. How may I?
Hi, I'm doing a video about flushable wipes in the toilets, and I was wondering if I could speak to a plumber.
Oh, okay. Give me one moment here. Alrighty, thank you for holding. So, at the time, all of our technicians are out in the field. We don't have any in the building right now.
Gotcha. I'll call back later.
Thank you for calling. This is Ziggy. How can we help?
Hi, I'm doing some research on flushable wipes, and I was wondering if I could speak to a plumber.
No, I'm sure all working.
Wow, sorry about that. Day 2 of research is not going so well.
Thank you for calling. My name is Debbie. How may I help you?
Hi, I'm doing some research on flushable wipes, and I was wondering if I could speak to a plumber.
I'm sorry, but we don't make phone calls. I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, that's alright. Sorry about that.
Sure.
Was this really it? Is this as far as my research would take me? I thought I was done for. And then I met Hector.
This is Hector. How may I help you?
Hey, I was wondering if I could ask you a couple of questions about flushable wipes.
Okay, I'll see if I can help you here.
Okay, are they septic safe?
Actually, that's a good question for a technician, but they're actually out in the field. But to my experience, they're not. Like, they can still get clogged even if you had regular piping. So nobody will ever recommend for any wipes to really be flushable. Do you have something clogged? Did you want to set something up to have a technician go out to the home?
No, I'm just trying to take some preventative measures.
Yeah, I know. I understand. Just be careful with when you're putting any type of like over-the-counter products into the drains that can actually do more harm to your piping system. Then help out there. You just temporarily, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Have a good day, sir.
Thank you, you too. Well, that didn't go too well. Well, at least I got one person to say no. I doubt anybody even wanted to talk to you about your silly little experiment. How's that going for you, by the way? Well, it's been 6 days so far, and here we have our wipe, and here we have our toilet paper. Now, just so far, going from the visuals, we can see this has mostly retained its shape for the most part. And I say that has been like, you can very still clearly define the lines, the edges, that one texture that I mentioned before is, oh, let me just twist that so pretty clearly visible. Next we have our toilet paper, which has I don't quite remember how it looked before, but I do know that right now it is pretty it's more foggy than the other wipes. It's harder to sort of get a better look at it. This whole time we've just been looking at it. How about we open up the tops and get physical with it? First up is our wipe, and it is still very much in one piece. I'm able to squeeze it. I'm able to fold it and play with it and do all sorts of things with it. It's very much still, I mean, that's kind of the usual amount of resistance you'd get from a wipe. It's still pretty much intact. Now let's try the toilet paper. Oh, and right there, we already have this toilet paper is breaking apart. I can't even get a good piece of it because it's just completely just like almost disintegrated. It's just crumbling into itty bitty pieces. As I try to grab more, it falls apart. It's I don't even know if I need to call in more plumbers anymore, but I might have to just keep this educational. But yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You look at this in your pipes, right? You flush this down the toilet in your pipes. Compare it to a long strand that I had to physically like kind of try to tear apart, right? My fingers are doing some damage, but I'm actually pulling my fingers. Now watch as I just like scoop up and it just falls apart without me even like trying. It's honestly kind of incredible, the difference here. Well, that was all the information I was able to gather. But hopefully now we're able to get back to our regularly scheduled program. Hey, are you still calling plumbers? Because I dropped a shot glass in the garbage disposal and you're gonna need to call another one. Bruh. Ooh, why don't you ask your little plumber friend about your little steam experiment when he gets here? Oh my god, doctor, you're a genius. Do you work with toilets at all?
Yeah, what's wrong?
Nothing right now,
Okay.
but flushable wipes. I wanted to get your opinion on that.
Do not use them.
Do not use flushable wipes?
Use them, but don't flush them.
Don't flush them?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Even though they say they're flushable, a rag is flushable. It'll
So,
go
like-
down and it'll get stuck. Yep, I would not use wipes at all.
Not at all?
No, not even the flushable ones, man. They are nothing but a problem.
Thank you for that.
They really shouldn't even be allowed to sell them, to be honest, in my opinion.
Really?
They keep me busy, but you know how it is.
Yeah.
Alright, man, have fun.
Thank you too. Wow. I think we've all learned a very valuable lesson here. Well, I wasn't really trying to teach you a lesson. And most importantly of all, I hope you learned something important too. Wait, what are you talking about? I mean, try not to be so petty and annoying. All this just for a couple views. Dude, I just don't want to deal with my toilet. Well, if you enjoyed that look into a bizarre phenomenon and clogging toilets, why not subscribe to the channel and maybe click the notification bell so you can get updates whenever a new video comes out. And click the notification bell so you get updates whenever new videos come out. Leave a comment below if you have any ideas and we will make sure to consider them carefully. And while you're down there, why not like the video? It helps the channel. It gives us the serotonin boost we need to keep doing weird and wacky dives into this magnificent and wonderful world all around us. And now for some updates on the channel. We have a second channel. Well, this channel has been a host of analytical content and memery. We feel it's best to separate the channel to help maintain the sense of identity. So this channel, Yaikse, will be home to more analytical based content like this video and also other analysis such as tier list and reviews. While our second channel, Attack on Poke, will be more meme oriented and a lot more short form based content. I'm looking forward to setting aside a lot of time to making content for everyone, and if you got this far into the video, have a beautiful day. I'm gonna go watch anime.